What's up? Welcome back to another video. My name is Caitlin if you're new, and today's video is going to be a house updates video. The only thing this video is dedicated to is showing you some house updates. It has been, I don't even know how long since I've shared some updates, and I don't have many updates, but I do have a few of them. So to give a little bit of context, if you're just stumbling across this video, we purchased our house late last year and have been working on updating a bunch of things in the house, more cosmetic updates than anything, but we've been working on small little updates to make this house what we want it to be. And then also just filling it with furniture because this is the biggest space we've ever lived in. So that has been a process as well, just changing out like light fixtures, finding new furniture, doing some painting. So lots of updates. Hi lady. Lots of updates to share, and I figured I would just do a whole entire dedicated video to it and then put some pictures of the house when we bought it versus what it looks like now, and then hopefully in a few more months I'll be able to do another one of these videos with even more updates. So let's go downstairs and start the updates. Okay, I don't believe I've shared this yet, but this is a console table that we had underneath our TV in our apartment, and this is our family room, and then I just added this nice big print that Mitch's mom actually made for us, and then this lamp is from Pottery Barn. The shade is a little broken, so we need to fix that. So if you see it's lopsided, don't worry, I see it. So here's the rest of the space in the family room. It is very much not done. The only thing that I would say is that we are for sure keeping would be probably this little section here and then the couch. That I'm gonna put downstairs and find something new, but we'll start with the couch. So we got this couch, we got it on Wayfair, and actually really love it. It's super comfy. We got it, maybe like 4 months ago, and so far it's held up really well. Like I said, it's just really comfy, nice and big. And then we need to get a coffee table. We're using these stools as a coffee table right now. We had a coffee table here that we got from Facebook Marketplace, and it ended up not being right for the space. I didn't measure the height right, and we put it in here and it looked way too small. So we have like a little makeshift situation going on here. But the couch, I'll link it if you are in the market for a couch. And then this is not staying, and this isn't really an update. Just threw this underneath the TV, and we had brought this over from our last apartment. And then here's our dining room. I feel like this room probably has changed the most because of the paint, but ignore all of the stuff sitting here. We are getting ready to go on vacation, and I've been kind of like filling up the dining room with stuff that I want to remember to load into the car. So all of this trim used to be brown, just like that trim right there, and we painted it all white. I can't remember the name of the color, but I will find out and I'll put it on the screen. And then we found this table on Facebook Marketplace, and we actually found these chairs on Facebook Marketplace too. These chairs are really nice. They are originally from our house and they swivel. They're super comfortable. I still don't have an idea of the type of chairs that we want to get for the other part of the table. We were thinking these would be like captain's chairs, then we would have 4 other different chairs. Not really quite sure yet. I have a few different ideas of what I want to do for this room. I'm thinking maybe some wallpaper, a fun color, switch out the light fixture. I don't really know 100% yet, so this room is kind of like stalled in its progress. And then if you go over here, this is the room that actually is almost the most complete, I would say. Let me turn on a light. So this is the room that we call the parlor. It has a fireplace and like a mantle and stuff. We like to sit in here and drink coffee, read our books, do some work. These chairs are amazing. They're these big barrel chairs that are from Home Goods, and kind of went out of my comfort zone when we picked these up because of the color. Color is not something that I've typically done, but I feel like they work really nice in this space. And then this is a little marble table that we got from a place called Crazy Bins here in the Cleveland area, but it's from Target, so if it's available, I'll link it. And then the coffee table is actually a Facebook Marketplace find or Craigslist find or something like that. We just found it from someone selling it online, and it actually worked perfectly for this space and actually ties really well into like the rust color of the chair. And then this love seat, super comfortable, highly recommend. It's from Article. It's held up wonderfully. This is one of the first pieces of furniture that we purchased for this room, or for the house actually. So it's almost a year old. We sit on it all the time and I feel like it's held up really nice. And we do have a dog that sheds, and I don't think that it picks up fur very much. She doesn't sit on it, but sometimes like the other chairs in the other room get some fur on the bottom of them because she'll like lay next to it, but I feel like we haven't had any issues with this. And then these shelves also have been a work in progress, and I think I mentioned this in the last video or a couple vlogs ago that we were working on collecting books to fill these shelves, and I recently picked up this cute little thing for the shelf. I feel like anytime I see something that would go good on a shelf, I pick it up because we have so many shelves. And then this little section is a little bar. Plan on adding like a little light up here and then doing some like layered shelving, so we can add kind of like a top shelf, middle shelf, bottom shelf, and then down here we'll put our glasses and stuff. Then if you go over here, this has stayed the same, but I feel like I want to talk about this because it's a really good tip. This console table was from my parents' house in like the 90s, early 2000s, and it was that like reddish yellowy kind of color, and I ended up sanding it down right before I moved into our apartment, and I left like a matte coat on the top. I didn't do a glossy finish, and I just switched out the hardware for something a little bit more modern, and I feel like it works really well. I see these on Facebook Marketplace all the time for super cheap, so if this is like your style, that's just a little tip for you if you are looking at cheap furniture and you don't mind putting in a little elbow grease. Then if we go outside to the porch, this is our back patio. Sorry, the air conditioning is literally right there and it's running, but we ended up getting this couch from Wayfair, and it is actually really nice. It's super comfy, and it was just perfect for the space. We wanted something big but not too expensive. I would have loved to go a different style because I feel like this color isn't exactly what I was going for, but it was the cheapest option that looked the most like something that we would like. So I would love to have done something like a wicker with, you know, bigger, plushier cushion, something like from Restoration Hardware or something, but we just didn't have the budget for that. So we got this from Wayfair. It is actually really nice and comfortable, so I'll link it in case you are in the market for something like that. But so far this is the only thing we've done outside. These are like old chairs from my dad's, and that's kind of it. So okay, this is another easy, I guess not easy, but cheap way to update an old piece of furniture. This whole table set was from my parents as well when I was younger, and ended up sanding down the table and staining it. It wasn't easy, but I feel like it looks really good. I stained it this like almost black, really dark brown, and it took a long time, but I feel like it looks good. We're not gonna keep these chairs. We're gonna get different chairs. We just haven't done that yet. And then there used to be a ceiling fan right here, but I found this light on Amazon and it's actually really affordable. I think it was like 70 bucks or something. It was not expensive. So I'll link it. It's really pretty and I think it looks really good with the table. And then just added these two prints from Crazy Bins again, but they're originally from Target. Once we have different chairs, this little area will be complete. And then last but not least, before we go upstairs, we used to have a different light here and found this light again at Crazy Bins. It is also from Target. I think it's from the Studio McGee section. It is actually a marble. You can't really tell from here, but it's a marble pendant, and it is really solid and nice, and I think looks really good in this space once we have everything painted and get a rug in here. And then I have this in the entryway. I actually just bought paint for this. I'm just looking for the different type of hardware that I want for this thing, but I'm going to paint this black, and then I'll end up switching out the stuff that's on top of it. And I'm thinking gold hardware, but I don't know what exactly I want to do yet, but that will be there. Oh, thanks. Hey, Lainey. And then again, Crazy Bins. I feel like I've just said Crazy Bins a million times. This painting is from Crazy Bins, and it literally looks like a real oil painting. It's so pretty. And again, I think it was actually originally from Target. But yeah, so I'll be doing that soon. Like I said, I bought the paint, so stay tuned. I'll vlog it when I do and give you an update on what it looks like in the vlogs. So now let's go upstairs. Excuse the mess. Like I said, we're in the middle of packing and prepping for vacation, so there's some laundry, and we're in the middle of painting. So that's the update, and I did update this in like one of my vlogs before, but we are working on painting the trim in our bedroom. So we have some of the windows, archways, whatever those are called. Got the bathroom, and there's a window in the closet, and so we have started the process, but we are in the middle of it, and it takes a really long time. It's very tedious. So this is the next room that we are painting the trim for, and it's been taking a while. So that's the update on this room. Really nothing else. I have tons of plans for the closet. I do not intend for it to look like that. Tons of plans for doing something with this. We're going to turn it into like a little vanity area, and then open really pretty shelving. And then we would love to get a different bed. I have one picked out that I would like, and new nightstands. I love these lamps, but we have no room on our nightstands, and this is kind of like a small area, so I would love to get some like wall sconces for lighting instead of the lamps, and just put the lamps somewhere else and do like a statement piece up here. And then I feel like this will look good. We're eventually going to paint all of the doors, change the hardware to black on the doors, and update light fixtures and stuff, because as you can see, a lot of the light fixtures in our house are old. This is an older house. I think it was built in the 60s. Our assumption is it was renovated in like the early 2000s, and so a lot of the light fixtures do look like yellowy and old, so just updating those, like small things like that. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, we have like small, tiny little tweaks that we want to make to the house. Nothing super extreme, just like small, tiny little adjustments that we feel will make this house feel like ours and update it a little bit more. So with that being said, thank you for watching the house updates video. I hope I gave you some ideas on things that you can do with your house, but make sure to stay tuned, because like I said, I'm redoing that entryway dresser, and then I also have more projects that we're going to be doing for the house, and just decorations and fun things happening for the house. So thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video.
Hey, are you alright? They asked me, sitting with a glass of whiskey, eyes glazed over.